Hello, good morning everyone. So today is October 6, 2023. So happy Friday to all of you. So our topic for today is all about the duties and the responsibilities of an event manager. Okay, so let's proceed. So the number one duty of an event manager is that they are in charge of the planning processes. Okay? So with the direction of the executive director or the board and implements special event activities for the organization. So actually, class, this topic is the continuation of what we have discussed 2 weeks ago. So that I did not include anymore the learning objectives or the LO. Okay? So going back, so as event manager, one of his or her duty is to plan. If you still remember, no, na-discuss ko sa inyo last time that the event manager is responsible for planning, coordinating, and executing various types of events. So, ano yung mga events na yon? It can be corporate or pwedeng private or special event, gaya ng na-discuss natin nung mga nakaraang meetings. So, what are those names of events na pwede nilang i-plan, i-coordinate, and to execute? So, we have the conferences, meron din tayo mga weddings, festivals, corporate meetings, and social gatherings. So, yan yung usually responsibility ng ating event manager and i-include na rin natin yung team niya. Okay? So, their primary goal kasi is to ensure that the event will at the end of the day will run smoothly. At syempre, napakahalaga nung mamit nila yung objectives ng event, no? Na pinaplano nila. And syempre, makikita din natin since event manager, no? Under yan ng hospitality industry, tayo yung sumasakop niyan sa role na yan. So we need to provide the excellent experience also for our guest. Okay? So next slide, we have, ayan. So another duty of the event manager or EM is makes personal calls and site visits to prospective donors. Ayan. So, hindi mawawala kasi class yung mga sponsorship sa mga events eh. So, regardless if that is a corporate or a private or special event, may mga prospect donors tayo to make that event possible. Okay? So, the thing that they need to do, of course, is to visit. Okay? So, kailangan nilang ma-meet personally or makausap personally yung mga prospect donors natin or yung mga prospect natin for the sponsorship. Okay? And what else? Aside from that, makikita natin dito if they need to visit, no? Or they need to see those important person na magiging part no ng success ng event. Aside from that is merong tinatawag na communication and coordination with those person. Okay? Aside from site visits din kasi, makikita natin that we are really giving importance no sa ating mga tinatawag silang mga ano eh, the external team, no? So, hindi man sila totaling kasama sa kabuang plano ng isang event, pero sila yung nagiging backup or support din at the end to make an event successful because of their sponsorship. So, yung mga external teams na tinatawag, so yung mga VIPs natin yon or yung mga sponsors and donors. Okay? And what else? We have another one. So they are the one who will accept gifts from donors and assures that receipts and thank you letters are sent promptly and according to policy. So kung makikita ninyo sa statement kanina, So we have a phone call, we need to visit personally, communicate personally sa ating mga sponsors and donors. So right after nun, they will give something eh. It can be in kind, it can be on monetary, or anything no that they want to help for the success of the event. So syempre si event manager, they are the one who will accept no those sponsors no, and at the end of the day we will giving back to them a formal letter as a sign of we are giving thanks to them. And syempre, ilalagay natin sa content ng letter na na-appreciate natin yung help nila or yung sponsor, no, na binigay nila during the event or during the preparation or planning of the event. So, kasama yan sa policy din kasi sa ano natin, sa industry natin, hindi ka kasi pwedeng mag manghingi lang ng manghingi ng sponsorship without a formal letter, and then after nun, anong next sa mga sponsors natin? Nagtatapos na lang ba dahil naibigay na nila yung kanilang pledge? No? It can be in kind or monetary. Hindi dun magtatapos eh. We need to give them another, it can be a form of letter or pwede rin tayo naman pabalik. As event manager, dapat makaisip ka, ano ding token ang pwede mong maibalik sa mga nag-sponsor no sa event na yon. Hindi rin naman naghahanap ang ating mga sponsor ng equivalent ng binigay nila, no? Walang ganong nag-i-sponsor. Kung sa kanila nga lang, okay lang kahit walang ibigay pabalik, no? A simple letter, a thank you card to them, enough na yun sa kanila. Pero syempre, as a policy pa din, we need to give something to our sponsors. So wala tong presyo, anything that you want, no? A simple token or souvenir para sa ating mga sponsors. Okay? So actually kung tatanungin ninyo ilang sponsors ba usually ang kinakailangan kapag may mga event, depende po yan sa scale or sa size ng event. Siyempre kapag malakihang event ang ating ino-organize, mas maganda maraming magi-sponsor, no? Pero kung ito'y maliit lamang, siyempre, it's fine na meron lang tayong specific na organization or prospect people, no, na magiging katuwang natin for the success of the event. Okay? So what else? We have another duty of the event or EM, the event manager, maintains organization, calendar for special events, meetings, and so on. So, dapat meron tayong tinatawag na event tracker, no? Ang event manager, siya yung number one na nakakaalam dapat kung ano yung mga dates, ano yung mga months na kung saan dun usually peak, no? Nasa peak season. So, maraming nagpapabook, maraming nagko-call for an event. So, dapat si event manager, alam niya kung anong buwan, anong linggo, anong araw yung sa tingin niyang mafu-fully book, no, ang buong team dun sa mga dates na alam naman na medyo magaan lang yung mga week na 'to or yung mga araw or month na ito. Okay, and then ise-separate din natin as part ng event responsibility ng isang event manager, you need to separate also yung weight, okay, o yung bigat nung event. Ibig sabihin ko, kung halimbawa itong buwan ng October, lahat ng nakabook na event na i-organize ninyo is more of meetings and conference, mas maganda yun. Mas organized yun. No? So lahat parang kumbaga corporate events lahat ng i-cater ninyo. And then the following month, kung lahat is more of special events like wedding halimbawa, no? Birthday, binyag, okay din yun. Lahat ng special events is nasa next month. So, ibig sabihin, hindi tayo pwede mag-accept ng event kung hindi naman siya nakakategorize that month for the corporate or special event. No? Pero may mga nangyayari naman na kahit magkasabay within that month, mayroong magpapabook for a corporate event, may nagpapabook for a special event, okay lang din yon. Nga lang, ang disadvantage kasi niyan, yung use of materials and logistics natin mas nagiging magastos. Okay? Compare na sa isang buwan, more of isang category lang yung event na ipaplan ninyo or i-organize ninyo, mas naliles natin yung gastos or yung budget. Halimbawa na lang sa wedding, kung for every week within a month may wedding. So, you can use ng paulit-ulit halimbawa pagdating sa setup. Yung mga bouquet of flowers halimbawa na artificial, you can use that one as a design. Pwede nyo siyang gamitin ng gamitin hanggang doon sa last na nagpabook sa inyo na client na wedding din within that month. Okay? So, ganun yung dapat na magiging sistema na aware ang ating events manager or EM. Okay? So, need to maintain the events calendar or the tracker. Then we have also preparing of reports for board and executive director as required and necessary. So, aside from events manager, meron pa rin tayong mga um, mas mataas sa atin, which is yung mga board and executive director. So, sila yung nag-handle all throughout sa sa buong team aside from the EM. Okay? So, syempre, pwedeng monthly, pwedeng weekly nga, may nag-check din eh. No? Ano i-check? Performance ng staff or ng buong team. What else? Yung budget. Kamusta yung budget? Sumasapul pa yung budget na meron ang ang company doon sa profit na nare-receive coming from the client? Ano yung mga logistics natin na kung saan nag-overspend tayo? Okay? Ano yung mga dates na fully booked tayo? Anong month ang halos wala tayong client? So, lahat yan kailangang i-report ni events manager sa ating board or executive directors. Okay? Kasi kung pag-uusapan natin is yung formal settings on how to be an event manager, no, meron talagang nasa taas na nag-handle sa buong team. Okay, which is the board or the executive director. Pero kung halimbawa naman is your own business lang yan, okay lang na walang board or executive director. Kasi kung yan is family business or pang personal yung business, no, nagki-cater ka ng events, pwede din yon. Pero kung kayo is mag apply for a job like event manager soon, ayan, meron tayong tinatawag na mga executive directors and board, no? So, yun po. So, ano pa? Ano pa yung mga part ng duty ng EM na kailangang i-report sa ating mga directors? Okay, yung mga identify the potential issues and risks. Kung halimbawa sa example ng event na na-conduct or na-plan, nagkaroon ng problem, though hindi naman maaalis yan, na nag-cause ng complaint ng isang guest, so kailangang aralin at kailangang i-review ulit what will be the developing contingency plan na dapat gawin ng kabuang team para in case na meron ulit magpabook ng same event na yon, halimbawa wedding, is hindi na magka-problema. Or kung meron mang problema is ma-avoid na natin, no, yung too much complaint or ma-address agad kung paano natin mapapamper yung mga guests or masusolusyonan yung kanilang complaint. Okay, so that's part of the risk management. Okay, and what else? We have the next slide. Yan. So, events manager attends meetings of the organization or board in appropriate committees as requested. Okay, so may mga monthly meetings po na kung saan ang event manager natin, after niya ma-discuss din lahat ng dapat niyang i-report, is yung mga committees, no, kasama yan sa i-report niya, yung mga performances. So, magkakaroon ngayon ng um, bagong memo, no, ang ating board kung saan we need to grow and to develop our our work, no? So, after ng reporting, syempre at the end, merong kailangang um, i-briefing, no? Or i-seminar sa atin ang board as part of the team, no? Conducting or planning an events, no? Which is napakahalaga nito para lagi tayong nare-refresh, para lagi tayong, what do you call this one? Familiar sa mga trends na nangyayari, no? Sa ating industry. And same thing kung may mga dapat ding i-improve when it comes sa ating duties and responsibilities. Okay? You know that meetings is very important yan. Kahit sa anong company, kailangan nakaka-attend ng meeting. Okay? Kasi minsan lang to ginagawa. It can be once a month. Minsan nga, um, after 3 months ulit, nauulit ang meeting, which is lahat ng mahalagang bagay or important matters to talk with is andyan. So, kailangan umattend. So, that is one of the duty of the EM. Okay, so we have another one. EM coordinates activities of board members, volunteers, and the committee members as necessary. Okay, so before mag-start ang event or nasa planning stage pa lang, dapat coordinated na lahat ng staff for what will be the task given to them as well as ano yung magiging run ng kabuang event. Dapat kasi lahat ng members or committee is familiar. Kahit hindi niya trabaho yung ibibigay sa kanya, familiar siya na, okay, etong mga taong to or itong mga coworker ko na to, silang assigned for the technical. Okay? And then may other coworkers, okay, sila naman yung assigned for receiving the guest. So, lahat may coordination para if ever magkaroon ng problema during the event, usually, ang problem is nasa during talaga eh. No? Lahat tayo coordinated with the work of each other. Okay? So, kung magkaroon man ng palpak or pumalya tayo, kailangan marunong din tayo sumalo sa workload ng ibang kasama natin. No? Working as a team kasi tayo sa events, hindi pwedeng mag-iwanan. Okay? So, what else? Halimbawa, no, sa mga previous events ng mga students ko, usually ang na-encounter nila about sa technical, sometimes they need to play a simple video and then kung kailan andun na yung event, ang nangyayari, nakorap yung flash drive, hindi gumagana yung laptop, walang sounds yung video. So, nagkakaroon ng conflict dyan. So, ngayon, hindi mo siya pwedeng pabayaan, lalo na kung knowledgeable ka naman on what you will do or ano yung maitutulong mo sa kanila. Hindi ka pwedeng tumayo sa isang area lang na, okay, trabaho nila yan, sila na bahala sa technical. You need to move also. Okay, kung kakayanin mong makatulong. So, that's part of coordination. Okay? And what else? We have maintains all donor and fund development records. So, lahat po ng nag-sponsor sa event, sabihin natin, part man sila ng organization or they are just a simple professionals lang, kailangan may record po tayo. So, record keeping is a must, no, na trabaho ng ating events manager in order for, kumbaga, for the future use, no, ng mga sponsors natin na pwede natin din silang mabalikan at the end of the day or pwede din magamit natin yung sponsorship nila to promote, no, their business as well. Halimbawa, paano ko sinasabing magpo-promote? Halimbawa, mag-sponsor sa atin ang Jollibee, no, ng Sunday ice cream. So, halimbawa lang naman si Jollibee. So, pinakakilala yan, 'di ba? Kilalang fast food chain. So, tayo sa part ng events, pwede natin siyang i-advertise or i-promote by means of i-deliver yan ng host at the end of the event. Big thanks to the following sponsors. So, yan, mamimension natin yung name. So, syempre, sa part ng attendees at guest natin, matutuwa sila na, okay, nag-sponsor pala ang Jollibee sa event na to, sa sports fest na to. Kung galing, ang Jollibee pala is blah, blah, blah. So, nagkakaroon ng feedback at na-open yung mind ng tao na, okay, Jollibee is has the unique sundae ice cream. 'Di ba? Mas nakikilala din yung product nila and also the name of the fast food chain. So that is just an example. So hindi lang kasi usually simple professionals lang nag-i-sponsor. Sometimes yung may mga brand, no? Kaya nga kung meron tayong mga connection, halimbawa, Pepsi and Cola products, ayan. So Coca-Cola Company, yung ating mahinga ng sponsorship, o 'di ba? So parang big word, no? So malaking tulong na sa event at the same time, matutulungan din natin sila to promote their goods or their products, no? So yun po. So we need to maintain the data and the records of our sponsors. Then we have another one, works with appropriate staff and consultants to create all collateral materials for organization, including but not limited to brochures, newsletters, special projects, and annual reports. So, meron din tayong mga tinatawag sa events team na consultant. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, prior with the plan of the team and the event manager, kailangan meron din tayong in charge to verify everything that we have planned bago natin yan ilatag sa guest or sa client natin and also sa ating mga directors. If tatanungin ng mga directors natin kung ano yung plano. Pero ang directors kasi ano na lang sila sa last part na lang yan sila nagtatanong. Pero usually, yung consultant natin, sila yung nag-work out ng ating mga plano. If meron bang dapat baguhin, or meron ba dapat palitan, or um, meron ba dapat tayong, what do you call this one? Isalang-alang doon sa plano natin. Okay? Or sa plano mismo doon sa event. Okay, ano ba yung mga sinasabi natin ba't kailangan may isaalang-alang? Like the weather, no? I-check natin yan. So, ano ba yung magiging decision or suggestion ng ating consultant? So, may wedding tayo na kung saan ang kanyang venue is open space, pero the weather is that walang makapag-desisyon kung anong sasabihin kay client, kung ipupush ba na sa open field mag-set up or what. So you need to go to the consultant. And even other advertisement, no, or other materials sa consultant tayo talaga kailangang lumalapit, no, as EM. Okay? And what else? We have social media proficient. Ayan. So, yung social media proficient, dapat you know how to create, no, marketing strategies through social media. And then, what else? On how to manage invitations, electronic invitations. What else? How we will promote the event through various channels. Okay, like using emails and other traditional advertisement. Okay, so on how you will create also sa sample tickets. So that is for sale. If yung may mga events natin like banda, may mga babayarang ticket, no? Paano mo siya i-structure through social media, no? And so on. Okay? So what else? We have, yan, na-mention na natin kanina, completes all other assignments as required by the executive director or the board. Okay, so we have, balik natin dun sa ano ha, sa number 1. So this is additional information to all of you students para kapag pinagawa ko na kayo ng mga susunod na sit work and activity natin, medyo familiar na kayo on how you will act, okay? Act as EM or event manager. So, mag-i-start kayo sa planning. This is one of the duty, no? And then kapag medyo nabuo na yung event natin, there are times na sasabihin ko sa inyo, you need to have a personal call or it can be a site visit sa mga donors natin or pwedeng mag-email. So this is number two, duty ng ating events manager. Meron tayong number three, creating a letter or a thank you card after receiving all the sponsorship and all the donors. And then number four, maintaining the calendar or tracking the calendar of the activities such as those events that are booked already. And then we need to categorize if that is corporate or it can be a special or private event. Preparing reports, attending meeting from time to time, coordination of the activities of the body, the whole team, no? And record keeping or data keeping for the names of the donors and sponsorship. And then yung funds, okay, kasama dito kung ilan yung pinledge nila. It can be a fund or kung in-kind naman to, ano yung in-kind. Okay? And then we have the consultant, social media, and completing all the assignment as required by the board or executive director. Okay, so I hope and pray that you have learned something from today's quick lesson. So for my reminders, next meeting, you will be having your preliminary examination. So I want you to review the four topics that we have discussed. And let's see each other on October, if I'm not mistaken, 13. And let's meet each other on October 13 for your preliminary examination. So that's all for today. Good luck and thank you for listening. Goodbye, everyone.